for about the last 6 weeks. Started in right around 1st of May. The doctors, I had took a blood test. My PHA was up so high, they couldn't believe it was that high. And that usually means you got cancer.
That's right.
So then they did an ultrasound, and on my stomach, my bladder, and my prostate. It was so big, it was just squished together like one big place.
Come on.
So they said they were going to do a biopsy and something called a turf surgery. I had a biopsy done, about 5-6 years ago, no problem. I had that biopsy done and went home, started bleeding. And he told me before I left, well, it's going to be a little bit of blood for a day or two. And the last one, it was a little bit of blood, drops of blood. But this time, it was pure blood coming out. And I called him, and he said, it's something that's normally happen. Give it a couple of days, it's going to clear up. I bled for those days. My wife came home, the sheet, her blankets, everything, I was completely soaked in blood. She was going to the laundromat either every day or every other day to
Tell
wash
it,
the
man.
blood.
Tell it.
She took to a good comfort. I ain't see that good comfort, the one that she liked. I ain't see it on the bed no more. She said, no blankets. And I put blankets on and everything else. And she got so bad, my wife told me, say, you got a choice. You just go try some pads or you're gonna put some Depends on it.
Come on.
I tried the pads, 3-4 pair of underwears, my pajamas, and still bled through all of that.
Come on.
And had no control over it. I would wake up in the morning, she'd kiss me before she leaves. She'd come back in and kiss me, and I would see her have a good day at work. She said, you ain't even been out of bed. I said, well, we just waking up. You were ready to go to work. This is in the evening.
Yeah.
Hadn't been out of bed, couldn't eat nothing.
Come on.
And I'm used to the smell of blood because that blood stunk so bad.
Yes, it do.
This went on and on and on. And then they said that, sometimes it happens to people and all of this and that. And but I continued to bleed with him. And the only thing they told him, she had took me to his office one day, and he was talking about he had to do surgery on somebody else, or he had to do something else that should bring me back on Monday. This was a Friday.
You gonna do something?
She said, no, I'm taking him to the emergency room right now, because he ain't even got the strength to stand up. Then he came back out there, said, no, we're gonna get this done. He started doing silicone flush in myself. Well, nothing coming out but big humps of blood clots. Blood clot, and if that feels the way that feels like a woman having a baby, I would never have a baby. That hurt it. That hurt it. And even with all of that, then they came back. Well, while you was doing that, we ran some blood tests. We found something else in your blood. Tuesday, my birthday.
Yes, his
They wanted me to do something called a Voltarian swallow. It's a 12 ounce, a super thick stuff that you got to drink, and then a 12 ounce of a more thinner white liquid. I got about maybe 8 ounces in me and started throwing it up. Because you had to hold it in your mouth until they get back to the room so they could take pictures as you swallowed it down. Then they tell you swallow it. That was something, and I don't throw up. My wife could tell you, no matter what, don't bother me, I ain't gonna throw up. I started throwing up that day. I went on, and I know I should have walked out then. I did it with the other, then threw up with that. and they sent me on back home Tuesday. I go back to see the doctor sometime to get results. Had another appointment with another specialist in Virginia Beach yesterday. I mean, I have like 6 different specialists that they were sending me to, and they could, and each one would come up something different. Well, we fixed this, but it's something in, we found some this or that. So we'll send you to this specialist. This was yesterday in Virginia Beach. I had another specialist I was supposed to be going to next week into Hampton, and another specialist I was supposed to be going to Richmond next week. They ain't gonna see me. You were there.
No, that's right.
They stripped me down, put me on the table, had your head facing through that little cutout spot. And then they filming the stuff that and come on his little camera. He said, it's white stuff floating around through your bloodstream. Study in your bloodstream. We may have to take you over to the emergency room and do a surgery on it. And I said, no. You ain't doing no surgery. But the white stuff was the stuff that I had from Tuesday. And he looked it up on the computer, and he said, oh yeah, you did have that done. That's what this is. He stuck his first needle in me. I started throwing up and lost complete control of my bowels. And he said, well, it's just maybe we gave you 2 half doses to start with. We're going to cut your doses down. We got about 6 more doses of it to give you. I said, you won't be giving them to me. Because see, this time I heard him, because I had been crying out and praying. But see, the thing was, why I was taking all that medication and doing what I'm saying, sleeping all day, I won't spend my time with him. Didn't have a chance to pray.
That's right.
But that day, I clearly heard Jesus pleading for me.
Amen.
Glory.
Hey!
He said, Father, you chose him from birth. And the Father said that he won't choose me. No matter how much I show him, he won't choose me. Look at, that should have been plenty enough miracle not to believe nothing no doctor tell you.
That's right.
And even the worst part about it, I didn't ask him first before going through the doctor.
Yeah.
Didn't ask him first, could I take that procedure? Should I take that procedure?
Come on.
Amen.
Had I did that, he would have healed me right off the bat.
Sure, yes.
Told me that not to go. But I heard him that day, and I heard the Holy Spirit saying, his spirit is strong, but his flesh is weak. If he ever let my spirit join with his spirit, he will do everything that you want. And this is, it seemed like I heard all this was on a matter of second. I jumped up off that table, I started wiping this stuff off of me, and headed out that room, and she told me, no, stop, let's at least put another gown or robe or something. I said, I don't need it. I'm sure I'm not the first naked man anybody's seen. My clothes. And you best not to get in my way. I'm leaving this place. Because I heard it. And that was, and that was enough right there. Because I won't able to do nothing for the last 6 weeks. She practically had to carry me or feed me. A lot of times she even fed me. Literally had to feed me. And I couldn't keep the food on my stomach, the food stunk and everything killed. But I did not ask God, should I go and do what this doctor wants? Should I take this medication? Should I let them do this to me? I didn't ask him that. And then, wait a minute. And as he said, he showed me that he can do more than the doctors can do. He said, we proved that to him, that we could do more than the doctor did. Because ain't no doctor. Each one of the doctor that did that, he said he checked 3-4 times to make sure it was the right MRI. And he had helped me. And so,
You said Ephesians 6:10?
Yeah.
Now this is out of the King James First. Finding my brother. Okay.
What chapter?
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. That you want to go ahead on? Put on the whole armor of God.
See, I put on that whole armor of God, but then I allow the chip to get into that armor. And that's all Satan take is a little chip.
Come
Go
on.
ahead.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Yes.
And once you get in the chip, the inner part of that armor, you ain't gonna be able to stand.
Come on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
Come on.
but against
Principalities.
thank you, Lord. Principalities. Thank you for my teeth, Lord. Principalities, against power, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yes.
Keep going. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God,
Yes.
that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day,
Yes.
and having done all to stand.
Stand firm.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
And see, I had put all those on. I had put my breastplate on so he couldn't get to my heart. Girded myself with that. Now that last part, that's why I allowed my chip to come
And take the helmet of salvation and the
Yeah.
sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God.
in. And I let my chip be in my helmet of salvation. Just a little chip of nothing, because I cried out those days and begged to show me or tell me what I'm doing wrong. I've been listening, trying to do everything that you asked me.
Yes.
But what have I did wrong? I'm doing something wrong here.
Yeah. Come
I didn't
on.
get no answer.
Yeah.
I got my answer today.
Yeah.
If you had have just asked me first,
Man.
that's all. Just ask me first.
Yes.
And I knew that because since her car accident, they were giving her all types of different medication. And I told her, you better ask God before you take that stuff, because I've already taken it, and I know what it's going to do, and you ain't going to like it. So you better ask the
And
Lord.
as of yet, Colin ain't take nothing.
She got a draw full of it over there in the door. See, and I knew to do that for her. Tell her to pray and ask the Lord. She shouldn't be
Come
taking
on,
that
man.
stuff.
Fix it.
Because
Tell
I
me
know it
that's
wasn't.
right.
But I wasn't doing it for myself. The little thing, I was praying to him about everything else, asking him to bless the house, to bless my car, bless me while I'm on the street, her watch over me, and especially that little girl, the accident, what was happening to her, I would continue to pray for her. Even a little child at that age, she just heard and knew who Jesus was, and wasn't ashamed to say, Jesus saved me. Jesus kept me alive. Alive here because of Jesus. Because God had took it out of the Jesus hand and the Holy Spirit. So let him lay there and take another injection. And he would not wake up from that one. And I heard that part. that I heard. I got up and got out of there. As I was walking down the hall, I was wiping the mess off me, took that hospital gown and threw it down in the hall, and they was hollering, let's take time for us to clean you up. I said, y'all can't do nothing for me. Get out of my way. I'm going to put my clothes on. If I got some on me, I'll wash it off when I get home. But I know I ain't supposed to be here. I ain't supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be home. And see, and that's the one thing I forgot. The Lord did say, ask him to help you in all things. All things.
Yes.
Tell you, don't lead not to your own understanding, but trust God in all your ways.
Amen.
And he will direct your path. That means everything.
Yes.
And I knew that. And I knew that, and I had been doing that. But then when it came to the doctors, I was taking the doctors over the Lord. Because I didn't go to him and ask him, is what they telling me right? Should I be going through this procedure? Should I be taking this medication that they giving me? And if I had did that, the answer would have been no, and I wouldn't have went to the last 6 months of pain that I've been into. Because I could barely stand and walk, and most days I sat there in the bed and laid there in the bed all day and couldn't get up. One day just wanted to lay there, just couldn't even have the energy to get up out the bed.
All right.
And had lost so much blood. Between that, going to the doctors and everything, they started saying, well, your blood pressure is dropping so low. It's getting low. And each time we take it, it's getting low. You sure you're not anemic? I'm gonna put you on some insulin pills. No, not the needle. We're gonna put you on some pills until we get your blood pressure right, because your blood pressure is just dropping so low, and your blood count is so low, and they could stick a needle in me, and they can get but a couple drops of blood out of my arm, but the bottom part had plenty of blood coming out. I've been waiting for guys. I said,
He's not lying. He is not lying. I mean, it would just run out.
She had no control. Even with her taking me from here, this specialist was in Churchland on Taylor Road. From the house to Taylor Road, I was soaked in blood. And she had just cleaned me up before she put me in the car. By the time I got there, blood was dripping down in my pants legs. And the pants and everything else was soaked. And he telling me he couldn't do nothing. But I still didn't call on the Lord. I was saying, I told her, she take me to the emergency room. Because I can't continue going on like this. But the biggest mistake was not calling on the Lord, not asking him. I would, in all things, no matter how low it is, how simple it may be, still got to ask the Lord, should I do it? This is what you want me to do, or this is what you want me to happen.